It's been a while since I made my last video. Baruch Hashem, married off my second son, and we had Sheva Barachot, and I've had a hard time that I was unable to make a video. And a lot of times people, when they feel not productive, they bang themselves up. And this video is going to help us to explain how just because you can't always keep to your goals, it doesn't mean that you're not being successful. You see, the Torah tells us an interesting law. You can't plow an ox with a donkey together, the same yoke, at the same time. And you would wonder, what would be the issue that God bothers him if we do this type of work of a plow with the ox and the donkey, same time plowing the field? Like, what's the big deal? The Dad Zekini about us what says, an interesting, beautiful answer, that the ox, different than the donkey, chooses cut. And imagine that the plow, this person who's plowing his field, he's plowing his field with his ox and donkey together. The ox, every 20 minutes, half an hour, starts to chew. And it feels to the donkey that, hey, maybe the boss, maybe the farmer, the one who's plowing us together on this field, doesn't remember me. Maybe he's only giving to the ox. Maybe he's a favorite and I'm just a donkey. So Hashem doesn't want the donkey to feel bad. Hashem says you can't do that to the donkey. You can't plow with an ox and a donkey at the same time, because you might have that the donkey is going to feel a little bit of FOMO, a little bit of fear of missing out, that he doesn't get the same attention, TLC, like his friend the ox. He doesn't realize that the ox wasn't given an extra meal a few times. Every time he chooses cud, he swallows the food, comes back up, and he doesn't realize that it's not new food, it's the same old food. Right? But we don't want him to think that way, the donkey. And that would make it very difficult for a donkey to deal with this emotion. Hashem feels the feelings of the donkey, and therefore, you can't plow the two together. What does that do with us? See, in Elul, when we try to grow, we try to do the best we can, a lot of times we get stuck comparing ourselves to other people, and we get busy out of our own lane. We don't realize that what's for that person is because maybe it's naturally easy for that person to achieve what he's achieving. And it could even be that he's expected to do more. You know, the ox that he has this chewing its cud, maybe the reason why that's one of the signs that it's kosher is because it shows that a person, he doesn't look to always eat more and he's happy with what he has. And naturally the ox is being an ox. And therefore, you can't compare to somebody else who that's its natural strengths, natural tendencies, and view that might not be natural. And when we compare, we just make ourselves pain that we don't need. And that's the lesson about Elul also, is that if we want to grow, if we want to be strong, the way to be strong is by comparing to ourselves of yesterday, seeing where we were and going further from where we were. So when I'm feeling bad about, I'm not able to produce it like I usually do, I can't compare Yosef Farhi marrying off my child to Yosef Farhi when I wasn't busy making a simcha. And when we have this unfair comparisons, we really just cause ourselves pain.